A warm welcome back to Riverbend Springs on Farming Simulator 25. It's episode 27 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, you've caught me at an awkward moment. I'm just going to borrow some more money. Temporary, very quick temporary loan. I need 244 grand to buy the tree harvester so I can sell it. I know. It's all right, we're going to all the rest of the stuff in a minute. I know there are people that really despise this whole thing, and if this is what I'm starting the episode with, people will go, "Oh, I'm not watching." There's all sorts of other stuff. We do all sorts. You can skip ahead if you don't want to see this bit. That's absolutely fine. So, yeah. I don't know how much profit we're going to make on this. I've got 2 bale wrapping contracts. So I've got a few contracts I'm going to do off camera, so I think after I've done this, when I see you, I probably will have done most of them. We'll see how that all pans out, of course. Who knows? I'm excited. Big ticket items. Big profit. Potentially. I reckon. Based on other things. I don't know. 10 grand? Or maybe is that too much, do we reckon? Or was it 244? Whoa. Okie dokie, we'll take that. Thank you very much. I'm going to run off and hide before anyone realises. Daylight robbery. Better pay that back off again. I will get rid of that 80 grand debt, don't you worry. Well, I tell you what, the contracts have been good to me, haven't they? Blimey. Before people start freaking out, the last 2 mowing contracts were both for Walter. So it was his grass as well, anyway, and his farm. So that worked out quite nicely because we bought the grass back. So our grass has gone up again. So on top of the fact that we have got an entire grass field, which I'm probably going to mow and do some stuff on that, we have got all of the grass that we planted in our new field-ish. We've now got in here, well, it's well over 300,000 litres, isn't it? Nice! Okay, so I think what we're going to do, I've got a couple more deliveries to do. I've also got, of course I've got more contracts to do. I've got 2 for fertilizing, and I've got a wood transport of 7, so that's another 10. And then we've got some stuff to deliver. A couple of things of mushrooms. I've got a wood planks, standard planks to go over to the playground equipment. I think we're not far off. We've got a planks long there and a planks long over here, potentially. Wood beams are taking a little bit longer, as they do. So as soon as those become available, we'll take those. And then I've also got, I think we might have 1 more pallet of each of our bread to come, but we've got 2 pallets of tortillas, 2 pallets of bread. So I'm going to take those first, then we're going to take the wood, and then we'll take those over and sell those. So money will have gone up a little bit more. And, oh yeah, I had bale wrapping contracts. So our wrapped bale situation is looking pretty tasty as well. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm keeping out for other, because we seem to be into grass season now, May, then June. So there's going to be more mowing. I'm hoping we get some more tedding contracts. And I wouldn't mind, I suppose it's going to depend once we get into harvesting, some more straw baling contracts. So potentially do some straw bales. Again, to what end, I'm not sure at the moment. Silage makes sense because I can take it and sell it. But anyway, all that being said, what I'm thinking of doing is... I can't remember if I mentioned it, because yesterday's episode, before that was nearly a week, wasn't it, because of Lammer and all that. I can't remember what I said. So what I'm thinking of doing, I'm going to put a fermenter in here. Fermentium Mosia. I was just trying to think of a Harry Potter-esque spell, but all I could think of was fermentium. And never mind. Maybe something ingenious will come to me. So we have got... see, again, do I get rid of this? This won't be far off, and this will be fermented. I think over the course of today, this is probably supposed to be done. Do I then need to be filling this up, compacting it, leaving it to ferment, if we've got a fermenter that's running, that's doing the process for us? Don't know. So I'm going to put one in here. I think it's about 30 grand. The other thing as well that's worth talking about. And then the last episode, when I said about investing in, do I invest in some more land and stuff like that? A few people said that would make sense, get some more land, because obviously we own these 3 fields here, the land around that, and we own this field here. We've got a few productions and stuff, of course. We got a cement work, cement factory. We own the playground equipment maker. I guess the other thing to look at would be looking at growth. And what's on these fields here? Oh, of course, they're all grass, aren't they? I don't necessarily want to buy another grass field. Is that corn? So yeah, I'm just trying to decide. Do I look for a particular crop that I want and buy a field that's got that crop in, so that when it's ready to go, we're good to go? That one, oh yeah, it's up there, but you get all that land with it as well. So I don't know. I mean, obviously there's all of these all the way out here. There's tons of fields, and they're not, hugely priced, some of them. I'll have to give it some thought. But anyway, silo. And there we have it. Now, this will take grass and hay. This doesn't have a trigger point, so it doesn't have a sort of manage facility. So it does come under factories because it is a production. So what I can do, I'm going to grab the trailer and we'll get a few loads of grass from our silo, put it into there, and then we can get that running. So this would need to be accessed through this one here. There's our fermentor. Grass silage, hay silage, they're 1-to-1 recipes, 1,000 to 1,000. Yep, cycles per month are pretty good. So, oh, that's interesting. Incoming materials, it already says. So is that registering that it's got the stuff in the other silo? I wonder. It says incoming. Is it worth me trying the grass? It's not come up with the exclamation mark. Wow, that's crazy. I haven't even had to move the stuff over. We have a pipeline that runs between this silo here and that silo there. It's registering the stuff that's in that silo. I'm not going to do the hay in case we need the hay for anything, but I'm going to let that run for a bit. So we are fermenting from there to there. I mean, yeah, let's just go with that. So I'm going to take my stuff to deliver, and then we will. I've got fertilizing, wood transport. Of course, I've got a wood transport job to do, and I'm still umming about what to do with regard to buying some more corn and some more wheat. I might buy 10,000 litres of each, maybe. Haven't quite decided on that yet. I've put the mushrooms at the back of the trailer because I'm going to back this into the sell point bit just there, and then undo the strap. Be careful not to undo all the straps, because if you only want to sell certain things at certain locations, you just have to be careful. So the wood up. Actually, while we're up there, we can have a look and see the progress of our. It's been a little while actually. I haven't really been keeping up as well as I probably should have, and I probably could have gone and bought some more pallets and stuff to get that running. Oh, what's happened here? There we go. I was a bit too close. So I'll see you over there in a moment. I just felt the little Massey it's not been used, it's been neglected a little bit. So I thought, you know what, let's jump in the little Massey. Up the hill we go. Let's see how we're looking. I mean, with the right stuff delivered, we might. Will it be today? I'm just looking to see if the supports are up. Potentially. I can't remember how many planks I've delivered. That's the problem. So usually when we get to this point, it has to do the planks round, and then it does the planks across. So our verticals and our horizontals, and then it's done. How are we looking bottom right? Potentially we might need some more planks along. I'm trying to remember. Oh, how many have we delivered? There was one in there already. I delivered one a while back. Just trying to think if we might need another standard planks. I'm going to keep an eye on that today, because I don't think my next planks is going to be due out of one of our sawmills till May 2. But if I want that to complete tonight, if we recall way back when we borrowed the money to get the cement works, I said when this next ran, the 90 grand from this is paying off the loan. So when you saw the bit at the start where I still had 80,000 on the loan, that's paying off. So we'll have 10 grand left out of that. But that's brilliant, because this process is just running in the background. I'm trying to avoid buying pallets of planks and stuff as best I can, especially if I want to maximise my profit. That being said, even if you buy all the planks you need and the planks long, you still make a tidy profit. So it depends what you're happy doing. I think if I was running if I had a large sawmill running, it wouldn't be as bad. But obviously, because we've only got 2 smalls, we're not running as fast productions as we possibly could. I'm considering actually whether it would be worth long term. I have been asked, obviously, because of yesterday. Actually, depends when this posts. I'm making the assumption this will post on Tuesday. If it doesn't, but anyway, when Calmsden dropped Monday, I've had loads of people messaging me, and we're going to do a let's play on Calmsden. I don't know is the truth, because I did a let's play on Calmsden on 22, and I love the map. Don't get me wrong, absolutely. I think it's fantastic. It's one of those maps, but because it's the first, and I don't want to say it sounds like I'm dissing Ola Haldor, the first proper map. Does that make sense? Ola Haldor's map is a pioneer map. It's a big open space environment. Build it and go for it. This is the first, not proper map, normal map, I guess is the other way of putting it. And I think everybody's going to be on it. But then I've done that before. I mentioned it when I did the map tour, and a couple of people messaged me and said that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if there's 50 YouTubers all doing Calmsden Farm. And I think something we talked about at Llama quite a lot when we did the Q&A session, that all the content creators that are putting content out all have a different take on it. They all bring a different style to it. They all do it slightly differently. And people might just want to see what I'm doing on it. I don't know. It's a tricky one, isn't it? But I'll see in a bit. Deliver this, do those couple of contracts, get those out of the way, and then we'll see where we stand financially. By that time, I would imagine we'll have a load of grass will be fermented. Our grass field ahead of us is ready to mow. So unless we get any other mowing contracts come up, we could just whiz over here, mow this. That's the one thing I've been hoping for. As mods have been dropping, like I said before, I've been hoping for a really inexpensive windrower, because we haven't really got one. I wouldn't buy one at the moment anyway. I'd probably lease it. But if you could buy one for the same price of leasing one now, I'd buy one, because I'm going to keep doing plenty of work. So, again, I don't know. I have to say, the fertilizing contracts, every time I finish one, another one's popping up. We're obviously in that zone, that season. Crops are growing, farmers need fields fertilizing. I'm going to whiz back and top up. I'm going to top up because the next one that popped up, another fertilizing contract, I didn't even get onto the wood transport yet. I haven't done that yet. Let's just stop at the junction here. It's for 11 grand, 11,234. It's a big field though, field 24. Now I'm sure I sprayed that once before, and I was left with like a dribble left in the tank. So the fact I've just done a fertilizing contract and used some, I think I probably could do with topping up. But again, it's just kind of just to say, look, this is the situation. I've done 3 fertilizing jobs, and this will be the 4th. And when I've done this one, if another one pops up, the beauty of having this rig and being able to use the concentrate, I can just keep chugging away. I haven't really picked up many of the spraying jobs. We're doing fertilizing. The spraying is the herbiciding. Haven't done many herbicide ones, but I suppose possibly what I need to do is empty the tanks on this, put some herbicide concentrate in and try the herbicide, because if then herbiciding contracts start popping up again, you pick up the odd one that's not worth very much, But if it leads to ones like this that pay out like 11 grand, why wouldn't you? Cha-ching! That was good. So, I worked it out. Fermentum totalis, that's what we're going to do. The ability to transfer grass from one silo to another using nothing but farming simulator magic. Or a pipe or whatever it might be. So, anyway, this is already up to about 6,500 litres. It's cracking right along. What I'm going to do now... I still have a... I've got... Well, I still have... Of course I have. I've got another log transport mission to do. But I'm going to go over to the store. For those of you that already hit the keyboard, I've already gone berserk at what I said. I do apologise. Oh! Oh, hello. I could move that with the telehandler. Might be a little bit of profit in that, potentially. Anyway, when I said about the windrowers, I do apologise. I know there'll be letters. Obviously, these are cheap. But I need something, you know, because my mower does kind of 2 windrows, sort of. And then the price ramps up to there, and then 60, 89, 92. I forgot about that. I forgot about the Samash. 19,500 for an 8.4 metre. That's actually really good. That's not a bad price for not a bad width. Our mowers are 7.3? What we got? Yeah, 7.3. So we'll mow. The windrower will be a little bit wider than what we're mowing, but that's fine. And here's the thing. I'm not sure if it's going to work. It probably shouldn't do. Because the mowers, when I was doing all the mowing around there, when I was mowing and it had it on the back, which obviously that's where your strongest hydraulics are, on the back is a big old set of mowers. If you had a massive tractor, then, you know, maybe other alternatives are available. But I found as I was mowing backwards, if I mowed forwards, it was fine. If I mowed backwards, it still mowed the grass. So I'm wondering whether or not I can put my double mower, or, yeah, my mower on the front. Probably shouldn't. And then put the windrower on the back and do it in one pass. And again, it's not necessary, because using the forage pickup, I can just do a couple of runs around. Like I say, each run with the mower gives me kind of 2 strips of grass. Do I need to? Maybe not, but I think having a windrower might be quite helpful. I think what I might do is lease it initially. Or lease it from here, I think. How much is it going to be to lease? Just as a proof of concept, 80 horsepower required. Lease of 994. I mean, that's a no-brainer. We'll lease it. I'm going to whiz over to the store, grab the mowers, grab that, and if it doesn't work, it's not a problem. I'll just switch and put the mowers on the back. This is all looking very wet. I hosed it all down, and I hosed down our fertilizing rigs because we've put quite a bit on that. And actually, this needs some serious repair work, doesn't it? So I think what we'll do, because our silage is now being produced in our clamp and also in the fermenter, when we've got that fermenter will only hold it's grass and storage and hay storage is huge, but fermented like grass and hay storage is huge, but silage capacity is only 100,000 litres. So when it hits 100,000 litres, it will stop and it will need to be emptied. When it is, that's when that will then go to the biogas plant to be sold, or wherever the best price is. If we get a good price at the animal dealer, I might try there. Again, I had a lot of people saying it's a bit dodgy, Katie's playing a game and you don't get paid. So what I'll do is I'll probably take a load there, I'll save it, try. If I get paid, great. If I don't, we know that Katie's a wrong un. Our field's just up the road here, so it shouldn't take too long. Like I say, yeah, it probably shouldn't work. I shouldn't do it. The whole thing might tip up, actually. I'm just thinking the weight of it. So what I'll do is, let's hook up to this first. And if not, I'll do a run round with the mowers, then a run round with a windrower, and then we'll see how we go. So with that on the back, that might be enough weight to keep it planted. I don't know. And I say, I'm sure it mowed both ways. But again, if it doesn't, not the end of the world. Let's raise it, fold it. It doesn't actually seem too bad. Well, we're going to find out, that's for certain. I may need to do, I'm just thinking horsepower requirement for both items. Maybe I should have done some repair on it first. I mean, let's be honest. Actually, no, you can see. I was going to say, actually doing this in real life, you wouldn't be able to see the road, but you can actually see a gap through the middle, can't you? Well, let's see. It's only stupid if it doesn't work. If it does work, it's a genius move. Absolute genius move. Ah. Got to be careful of the lampposts and signs and stuff like that, haven't I suppose. Drop that in that. Yeah, we are using a lot of horsepowers. It's not liking it too much, but it's working. Maybe I do need to do some repair, get our horsepowers back up. Not that it's necessarily going to run any faster than 4 or 5, but it is working. Hey, come on now. It's unorthodox, but it is working. Then we'll come out, we'll fertilise our field. This will go, I suppose we could actually dump this, wherever we get off this. I'm going to put some more in for the sheep and goats, just to top that off. It doesn't take a huge amount. The rest of this will go into our fermenter. So for those people concerned about the transference through, you know, teleportation, beaming technology, whatever it might be, we will actually have some in there legitimately. Right, so we're running at 3, 4, occasionally 5. So I'm thinking, let's do that. I'm going to go and let's drop that there. No, wrong way. Drop that there. Let's back up. Drop that. I'm going to go and repair this. We made good money on a few bits and bobs here and there. Even if it costs like 5, 6 grand, it doesn't matter. It needs repairing, and hopefully we'll have the oomph we need. If not, I'll just carry on going around at 3, 4 miles an hour. It doesn't bother me. I'm just, you know how it is. I'm just trying to decide whether or not to leave the twins on this. I like the look. I suppose for the crop work and fertilising stuff we're doing, it does. Did I just hit a sign? Did something go hurtling across the road then? Or did I dream that? I guess I'm so used to seeing it now, Is there a road sign factory we could buy? That's probably not a bad idea. If we buy one of those, then it doesn't matter. We can just replace everything we break. I'd say our bees are... They're not bothered too much, are they? They've been going right since the outset. We still haven't got a full pallet, which is crazy. Stop it there. What's it saying? Oh, 7,000. Have a word, son. 7442. So that well, to be fair, that log contract I just did. Well, that was 737, but that pretty much that log contract paid for the repair of the tractor. So I don't mind so much. I've got another log contract to do that pays 4.8. If we go up one, how are we looking at other contracts? Anything else lucrative reared its head? Not yet. So let's see, shall we? I'll see you over there in a minute. And let's see if this will run a little bit more efficiently. Oil changed, filters changed, everything greased. Full tune-up. I think so too for £7.5 grand. Good grief. And there we have it. For all those doubters, all the people that say, oh, it makes no difference, you don't need to do repair on your machinery and equipment, it doesn't make any difference to it. It really does. Because now we're on at 9. We were doing 3s, 4s and occasionally 5s. And it really did need some repair, which we have now done. And we're now running at 9. So absolutely it needed it. Excellentage. Right. I can't believe this is right. This is working. I really didn't think this would work. But it is mowing in this direction. I don't know if it's... I mean, I suppose. Maybe I've had it going the wrong way the entire time, haven't I? Because it runs to... Oh my days. I probably had... Well, mind you, the lights are there. Just thinking, there's the skirt on the front there. And these two sections, now I said it gives you 2 swaths. There's this one here, and there's this one here. The intimation being that the swaths come out the back. So it is a... Let me just double check something. Does that say front mower? It just says mowers cut grass. But, I mean, I've had it running on the back the entire time because of the size of it. But that is right, isn't it? So there's me saying I'm surprised it worked. I think it's supposed to do that, isn't it? Possibly not on this tractor, but... Right. Let's get the rest of it. That is the only problem, is right around the outside I've got to be careful. I'm going to miss bits because the windrower is wider than the mowers. But I'm going to clonk onto trees and, like I said, lamp posts and stuff like that. But... absolutely phenomenal. Very happy bunny. Mind that. On the lamp posts. Awesome. Right. Oops. I'll tidy that a bit up later on. So that's the bit where we had the weather. The crop fails, didn't it? That's what it looks like. How weird. So what do I do about that? Or is that just going to always be like that now? Fertilised 100%. Fuel bonus 92. Grass growing. It just never... That's one of those we go... Yeah, that's one of those patches that just didn't grow. I wonder if next time round it will. I don't know. Oakley dokely, let battle commence. What we'll do once we've done this, I'll get the fertilizer spreader out. Actually, talking of fertilizer spreader, look, got another fertilizing contract came up and another mowing contract on field 11. We're going to be inundated with grass. I have already picked up a little bit because I mowed, although it wasn't grass, sort of the meadow grass, I cut all this bit around here as well. So I've got a little bit already from here. But we're now going to get onto the field and see how well we do. I could convert the trailer over to... there's a word I was going to say. To its XL capacity. At the moment, we're just on 18,500. I'm hoping we get more than 18,500 off this field. It is a grass field. It has been fertilised twice. We didn't lime this one. Might lime it, actually. If it says it needs lime. Actually, let's have a look. What is it saying? Down the bottom. Fertilised, 50%. Harvested. Doesn't actually say, does it? Oh yes, it does. Yeah, in the green. Sorry, yeah. Needs lime. Or maybe get some lime on it. I did off the end here as well. I think we own all of this. Like I say, I mean, if I wanted to, again, if I'm desperate for land, I could, because I'm going to need more logs to go in for our little mini sawmills. A lot of the trees around the edge of this field, I did mention it, so we have got, I say, a bit of forestry we could do, kind of. Not the easy forestry, not the straight trees that people prefer to do, because that's easy to load onto log trailers and stuff like that, but it's all lumber, it's all wood, we can use all of it. So potentially, we could extend this field even further, we could widen it. Obviously not where that box is, but actually, you know what I haven't thought to check is areas like this. That doesn't open, does it? In case there's collectibles, you know, I've gone for buildings and stuff like that, but I suppose it's all these things by the railroad tracks. I don't know. Actually, yeah, we're doing very well. So like I said, this is going to go straight into the fermenter. So rather than using, I mean, osmosis is water, isn't it, or liquids, but I can't remember. I remember doing that in our science lessons. Was it diffusion? No, what was it? Osmosis and something else. We did two things together, and for some reason it's only ever osmosis that I remember. Anyway, not that irrelevant. Anything. That's not bad though. 18,000 already. What we reckon we get off the field? 100,000 litres? Maybe a little bit more? Maybe more than that. I did say over the course of today, at some point, and it looks like we've got rain coming as well actually, we potentially will have our silage clamp ready to empty as well. We made, what did we make on that last time? 40 something grand, didn't we? And did we not put as much in this time? I can't remember what we did, or did we put more in? I honestly can't remember. It seems like forever ago. So I guess bizarrely this will show up on both silos, won't it? Not that it matters, but hay I'm keeping hold of. Like I say, if we have any reasonably priced cow barns, pastures, things pop up, it's nice and quick, wouldn't it? So what we can do, if we go to our production, to our fermentor, yeah, 10,000 litres already. We've got 361,000 litres in total. Now, oh, I want to talk about something. Oh, I've just remembered. Rob messaged me the other day. It was really sad, actually. I feel terrible. Rob messaged me to say one of his friends, one of his best friends, a guy called Don, passed away recently. He was 74, I think Rob said, and he was a Sealyp through and through. He watched my videos religiously from, what did he say, Western Wilds, which was the start-ish of FS22. And when he started to get ill, his sight went, and he would still put my videos on and listen to them. I mean, crikey, if that's not a silly people, I don't know what is. But sadly, Don passed away. So my condolences to the family. Thank you, Don, for being the ultimate silly people, I guess. I mean, that's just, wow. I can't imagine that. I know some people do put my videos on and they have them in the background while they're doing other things and listen, but that's, you know, that's a dedication, and I love that. So yeah, my condolences, and I'm so sorry for your loss, Rob, as well. It's a difficult one, isn't it? But anyway, someone else messaged me. Who was it? About the bales, about my wrapped bales, and they said that the wrapped bales from contracts, they haven't been able to use them. Because when they've tried to use them, they're not registering in feed mixers and stuff like that. They're not registering to sell at the animal dealer. Now, I don't know. Like I say, I don't know all the parameters. That was just the message I got. So I would first off say, were they unwrapped? I don't know if they were wrapped or if you'd unwrapped them when you tried to use them. I mean, we are showing... Some are still shown as grass, but the other thing I was to say was, if you've just done a contract, you've wrapped them, they need to ferment. They're not immediately silage bales. So again, potentially it needed to ferment. That could have been another reason why. Or potentially there is a problem. So we have to be careful with these, because obviously technically they're not mine. I mean, what we'll do, where's the trigger? It's here somewhere, isn't it? There we go. Square bale grass, silage. Let's take one out and see what it says. So, it says owned by you. Silage 5,000 litres. And usually we can do that. Yeah, so we can unwrap them. Not liftable though. That's going to be a problem because I'm going to have to shove this back in again. So, potentially, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see really whether or not... So I'm not in a position to make TMR or anything yet. But we could stick it into, if we leased a mixer, but again, we just need a fairly cheap one. The other thing to do as well is to change their configuration. So rather than have it silage as bales, if you stuck it into a feed mixer, it's not working in a feed mixer at all, mixed ration, it's not going to mix up, is it? Because if you can break it up into its constituent parts, well, basically just mash it all down from a bale to a pile of silage, maybe you can sell it like that. Like I say, I haven't really tried. So what I might do is, I mean, let's go to our sell point. Let's go down to silage and see where the best price is for silage at the moment. And maybe take a bale and try it. Maybe I'll do that at the end of the video, because I'm going to pick up the grass and get that into the clamp. I'm just curious to see what we get. Silage. Animal dealer will take it. Biogas plant will take it. Farmer's market will take it. And Sell Your Soul will take it. Best price at the moment is the farmer's market, interestingly. So I guess we could take it up to the farmer's market. I'll have to grab the telehandler. Oh, it's just over there. And yeah, maybe at the end of the episode we'll try that. So like I say, there's a few things to try. What we'll also do is keep an eye on the hydroponics to see when we get the next load of that out. I'm going to go and pick up some more grass. What did I say the figure was we were on? For our fermenter? We just put 18,000 litres in, didn't we? 361340. I have to make a note of that. And we'll see how we end up. Oh, unless I just keep a tally of the amount of loads we do. Right, see you over there, or back here, or at some point when we've got more of it off the field. Final load, 14,032 litres. I did 4 full loads, 18.5, and this one at 14,032. That comes in at 88,032 litres. Not as much as I thought it was going to be. So here's the thing. Switch to that and unload. I was trying to take the figure off of the fermenter. But the problem with that is it's constantly moving. It's constantly chugging away. So every time I went on there, I thought, oh, it's gone down again. It's gone down again. So if I took the first figure and then the final figure, there'd be a discrepancy. So I thought, you know what, we'll just do it by the loads. So here's my thing. I might do a test not necessarily on the Let's Play, but a separate test video. Because what I was going to say is this. I've done a few different mowing contracts, most of them for Walter, so we're alright at keeping the grass. He's pretty good at letting us have the grass. If we go and look at our fields, our field we've just done here is 4.13 acres, and we've got 88,000 litres. This one here, field 11, which I've done a couple of times now, that's 8.5 acres, so double. Let's just say double the size. Now, last time I did that field, I got about 165,000 litres of grass off that field. Now, it's not meadow grass. I suppose it is technically a field. I suppose the thing to look at now would be, if we go, let's do that. Go across to growth, then go to that. Take off needs lime. So it needs lime. It's got 2 fertilising states on. So I suppose, yeah, I mean, similar, 165, yeah, I suppose it works out right. What I was thinking of testing was meadow grass. So what I'll do as a test, I'll pick a field. Is that one of the fertilising fields? Yeah. I'm going to pick a field. I'm going to grass it. So I'll do 2 fertilising states, lime, whatever needs to be done. Grass it, let it grow, mow the whole lot. See how much grass I get. Then I'm going to paint the field. So using the grass texture, using the longest, tallest grass, the meadow grass one, paint the whole field. And then go round it again and see what we get and see what the difference is between meadow grass and fully fertilised, limed and prepped grass. I'm assuming there'll be a big difference. If there's not, it would beg the question, why bother planting grass if you can just paint it? I'm just throwing that out there as a I wonder type situation. So, our silage is cracking along. What I'm going to do now is actually I'm going to leave these out, because once our silage clamp is ready to go, we'll be using these anyway. I'm going to grab my fertiliser spreader, go and do our field to get our second coat back on. That's how I might do. Oh, you might notice the money's gone down. I did purchase the windrower. You know what's going to happen now, don't you? Today or tomorrow or sometime soon, a really, really cheap wide windrower is going to pop up. I mean, it's only 19,500. So, but I have bought it. So what I'm going to try as well is on that contract field 11. I'm going to see if we can mow and windrow. Contracts don't tend to like equipment and machinery that's not designed for or not specific to that contract. It will let me mow, I know that, because it's a mowing contract. I can bring my own mowers, but I don't know if it will let me windrow. It might do, because obviously you can use mowers that have a windrowing option. So again, potentially, but the rig we had that we were doing our field with earlier, that can be my new mowing rig for any of these contracts, you know? I don't know, we'll see. It certainly doesn't hurt to try these things. Not as mad professor as I thought, because like I say, it turns out our mowers are front mowers anyway. But never mind. These things happen. So I'll go from our field and I'll go off and do the fertilising contract, seeing as we're out and about anyway. But I think we have come to the end of this episode. I shall extend my boomage. Let's get this sprayed. So that'd be 2 fertilising. So like I say, I might lease that spreader again, do a few loads of lime and just get it limed so we can really maximise it, because we didn't lime it, and that gives us, I'm sure it's a 15% bonus, so that would have made a bit of difference, wouldn't it? So potentially that, yeah, probably should have done that. Am I going to go, no, you know what, I'm just going to switch it on. We can see the ground from, oh yeah, maybe we can at certain angles. That's why the GPS is so good. You don't have to worry about finding the perfect angle, seeing whether you can see your fertiliser or not. Just stick your GPS system on and off you toddle. So, I hope you've enjoyed another episode here with me, MrSealyp. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.